human from another galaxy. A pathfinder.
I don't need an army. I've got a Krogan.
Go right, it'll be fun.
This is exactly why we came.
Cover's blown, run!
They want to fight? We'll give it to them! What's he doing here?
Hey there, guys. Welcome to Aya. We are meeting with the leader of the... if I remember correctly, this is the leader of the, like, Angaran cult that just hates outsiders and wants to kill them all.
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I'm not Sloane Kelly.
I want to be allies. Equal allies.
You don't even treat your own equally. Isn't that why the Krogan left?
How did you...
I've been watching you.
The Krogan actually
Your
love
invaders
me.
just
What are you
like the
talking
Ket,
about?
Except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant.
Well, he's not anymore.
But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's always hope.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens,
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Oh, dear. Like I said, I have a feeling this is leading directly into something. It still is not calling itself a loyalty mission, though. But I have to assume this is going to lead to Jarl's loyalty mission. Okay, so where's the closest transport station? There. You know, in retrospect, I might not have wanted to fast travel to a fast travel station in order to fast travel. That's just kind of silly. That was not my greatest plan. But, oh well, it's what I did. I'm not going to apologize for it. So, let's get off this rock. Actually, this is the most beautiful world, so I can't really call it a rock. Up into the Tempest and into the beautiful vid room.
PB's been looking for you.
I'm sure she has.
You have AVP outstanding.
I don't care. I really wish you could tell Machine Boy that Sam, that you don't actually care about that. So you'll keep telling me every time I run through. It's going to be required every single time.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the Initiative Outpost Prodromos on EOS. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you.
Pathfinder?
Dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up EOS again. Out.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
Could be he's worried it's not a simple attack.
I mean, it sounds like it.
If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos...
Wait, why do I have to come here if Suvi can just listen in?
They're trying to make a point. That's the last we heard? Nothing else?
No Ryder, but also no alarms. The orbital buoy isn't showing any major traffic. Bradley's military, all about the prep. I bet it's a brownout to present less of a target.
What the hell is a brownout?
Be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Well, we're going to Prodromos. That's for darn sure. I haven't been there in a really long time, actually. It's kind of funny. I spent so long on there that I basically exhausted it. And then I went back and exhausted it again. Except once I got 100%, I kind of stopped caring. There's no in-game benefit to helping people, darn it. But back to Eos. Onward to stop the cult, presumably. That's what you do, right? You stop cultists.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
That's interesting.
Keep an eye out in the sector.
So that's there. Real quick, though.
Anomaly on sensors.
I was going to say, I bet there's a...
Probe away.
That a satellite? Is that what pinged us in this sector?
As soon as I heard that, I was like...
Pulsing an initiative call response code. Someone knows our tech inside and out.
Let's get a scan. What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Okay, well, this is certainly... No. Look, just... I have ABP outstanding, guys. Oh, he actually didn't say it. Well, that's a welcome relief. I was kind of expecting him to.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
I like Addison.
What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles.
Interesting.
If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her?
Yeah, that
one?
was a very interesting phrasing, I agree.
But we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the
Oh,
Tempest.
wow. She was busy.
She ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
And it sounds like the Angara managed to get her somehow.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
Well, let's do it.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means
Do I have to go?
outposts.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a
I
massive
bet
quest
there's
quest.
more trackers in outpost systems. That's where you search for whoever's doing this.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Interesting. Wow. At least Dr. Kennedy is... So, this quest actually has little enough to do with the overall quest. let me go ahead. I'm not going to get distracted and go searching around tech like crazy. I'm still going to check on EOS and make sure it's okay. Because I do consider that my priority. We've got a like emergency request from one of our outposts. So I'm going to resolve that first. And we'll use Jal. And Liam. I don't think they've actually interacted. I want to keep Jal here because I feel like he'll be... This will have a lot to do with him. Oh wow, there's a bit of a lag. Bit of a lag. Not a bit of lag.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
That was interesting. I thought the loading screen was usually from planet side, not from, like, descent. Yeah, this is what I'm used to seeing. I don't remember seeing that on the stream. Okay. Well, something's happening. No, nothing's happening. I lied. I'm a big liar. So yeah, let me actually resolve that. Because that is a very, very, very relevant... actually, that's also the quest.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. See you soon.
That's certainly the intention.
Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I'm not gonna leave you.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We've had raids. With all our scientific gizmos, we expected pirates. But not this.
What is it?
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical buildup in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
No. That was an Angaran voice. He means Roekkar. That's why he called us.
An attack on our first outpost? Can you imagine how the Nexus would react?
Exactly the response Axul wants.
I'm sure we can check it out without drawing too much attention.
You're the person for the job.
I certainly am.
I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
Okay. I always press the wrong button. So, just out of curiosity, seismic hammer, don't care. Drone, don't care. Minerals, don't care. I just want to make sure that none of these appear to be the get this point in order to unlock memories. And they do not appear to be. No indication what that even is. That's awesome. I have a feeling my last memory is going to be unlocked at the very end of the game. But since I hadn't been to Pendromos in a while, I wanted to make sure.
Almost at Black Rock Tand.
That is definitely a Roekkar signal.
Understood. Eyes open.
Okay, so I thought it was this way. Okay, it is. I just didn't actually see. I was like, where did my beacon go to make sure I'm going the right way?
Bradley was right. Roekkar on site.
Watch for reserves after the first assault.
Noted.
I need help!
Wow, a lot of sharpshooters around. I like this little like phase around thing that makes them lose track of me. That is super helpful.
Reload!
Poor guy. He's just trying to run away, and I won't let him.
Y'all, are we clear?
We are clear. And we still have Bradley's signal.
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
This worries me. Roekkar are not pirates.
It gives me no pleasure to do that. Didn't we just say we were clear? Is there something underneath?
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
That's the Roekkar strategy. The scout would have placed the beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Axul exactly where to strike.
Bradley, Black Rock was a Roekkar scout with a homing beacon.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
I'm not walking away. This is my house.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
I did.
First successful outpost. EOS had two before.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
Oh, I don't know what I'm planning.
If they want to attack an outpost, we'll use their beacon and let them. Then finish the job.
The comm array at Site 2 is still intact. You could broadcast from there.
Everyone get that? Roekkar welcoming party at Site 2. Enemies!
Enemy is down!
It's interesting that these guys just sort of randomly show up at the end. Okay. Always press the wrong damn button. So Site 2 is resilience. Let's go to Site 2. I feel bad. I started recording because I thought this would be Zhal's mission, but apparently this is the lead up to Zhal's mission. But it is still interesting enough that I don't mind including it. Let me out. I love the way that works. It's like, okay, well, I'm stuck. I'm just going to get out and walk. And then later, even though I'm stuck, I will get back in and use that to get on the Tempest. Or fast travel. Which fast travel makes slightly more sense. Getting inside that thing to go to the Tempest does not make any sense.
Sam, you have a location for this Roekkar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep Axul waiting.
I'm not sure I 100% like this strategy. It's like, oh, well, let's have the three of us just like call in the
Nav point marked for Roekkar signal upload.
Hit the button. It'll draw them right to us.
We know this place. They don't.
And they're not taking it.
Starting Roekkar signal upload.
Are they heading toward us?
The Roekkar have altered course.
Now might be a good time to take cover.
That's okay. I actually know all about fighting in this area.
No, soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold it till they're on the ground.
Whites of their eyes. Got it.
Where are they? I don't see them. They're apparently in that direction. My God, this is not a good position to fight from. Wait, someone behind me? Someone is behind me. Where are my friends? I didn't like this plan when it was the three of us against them. I really don't like the plan when those guys weren't over here yet.
Loading ammo!
Come on, Saboteur. Well, hey, that works. Kind of surrounded. It's kind of bad. All right, there goes that one. All right, there goes that.
They're breaking! Keep on them!
Oh, don't worry about that. Okay, they're definitely starting to run out of guys. Oh, little Raider's the last one left. Wow, that was a little bit... That was beautiful. Jeez, how many of these guys are there? Come on. I like your little protective thing. Protecting yourself from attack is a really good strategy. I don't know if I killed him or not. Kill that guy off. Here's another friend. Poor sharpshooter's like, I'm supposed to be at range.
This site is a decoy. Rally at these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
I'll tell you.
Okay, so before I go there, I do think it worthwhile to restock because I went through a lot of ammo there. I'm a little bit surprised that all that and this isn't even the end. Like, seriously? Kind of feels like that should be enough. Come on, there should be some ammo around here. So I can definitely... I ran past that other ammo bin several times during the fight, which unfortunately meant that there's no ammo for me. So there we go. I was like, there should definitely be some ammo. Alright, and a promise. Actually, I can use fast travel to promise, can't I?
So, the Pathfinder is coming. Marvelous. Everyone prepare to defend.
Sounds like they're losing their support.
Why the hell is there one of these here? Why does Roekkar have a Hydra? Holy crap. I keep thinking that I can, like, sidestep the Hydra. And you kind of can't. Or at least I can't. I'm sure you can possibly do it. Okay, now that I've actually focused fire on it, it's going down much faster and much better. Enemies behind me, thank you for the warning. That sharpshooter didn't know what was going on. Come on, man. I see you hiding there.
That's the last of them. We did it, Ryder.
Pathfinder, Axul's shuttle is leaving orbit.
I'll remember this. We're not finished. You are today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Prodromos, Pathfinder. We owe you. Again.
I mean, that was interesting, but I kind of wanted to meet him on equal terms and not fight with him. So I'm a little bit sad I didn't get to do that. Because I think he's been hurt and he doesn't trust outsiders at all. But I don't actually think he's a bad person. I'm just sorry I have to kill so many Angara before he understands that. It's like he seems to care deeply for the Moshai and was very, very upset that she got captured, but yet I don't even get credit for saving her. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Pathfinder,
The Roekkar attack is over.
we'll know what to watch for in the future. It can't just be this old man and his hunches. Special thanks to our friend Jarl. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
No, it's not.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
A little shell-shocked. Can't blame them.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
Time and time again, you've shown yourselves competent, and this was no exception. The infrastructure you've built, the skills you've developed, despite adversity, you remain a model for the cluster.
So, when do we get back to work?
No approval asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.
All right. So with that, unfortunately, we are back on hold. Come on, man. Regardless, though, that does mean next time we're going to do what I assume is PB's loyalty mission, because she wants to... Actually, you know what? Let's go talk to her. Let's find out if that's what we're doing next. Because unfortunately, there are a number of things that are on hold now, and I'm like, I'm kind of at the end of the game now. I need you to not be on hold anymore.
I'll be interested to see what your scientists learn of Eos.
I'm sure you will. Man, every single time, I know those ships are ours, but they're so often the Kets that when I hear them coming into like my sight, I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
Ascent is go.
Like, I remember the scene when you leave. I still remember the
All clear.
descent when you get to a planet. I remember it from, from planet side, not from orbit. That's a better way of expressing what I thought before.
PB's been looking for you.
I'll talk to her now.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
I care.
Pock. You're gonna be the gateway to so many great things, my friend.
Hey there. You named her Pock?
Yep. Proof of concept. To distinguish her from Zap, your souped-up, nasty combat version.
Zap. I like it.
I do too.
Yeah, it's edgy. The storage box from the vault on Eos was the key to everything, including integrating that piece of REM tech you got me. But our new observer friends are just the beginning. I'm working on something even bigger.
Of course you are.
Sure, why stop and smell the roses? Getting remnant technology to work is so passé.
I'm not one to rest on my laurels. So get this. We can only scan for remnant signatures we've already encountered. My scanner's doing that around the clock. But if I integrate the right REM tech, we could scour the cluster for any remnant signature.
I mean, I can see an idea for that, but it doesn't seem foolproof.
My scanner would literally become a remnant mystery detector.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Well, don't tell Lexi. She'll look for a cure. I came to Andromeda to touch the unknown. To find the never-before-found. Once I perfect this scanner, it'll do exactly that. All I need is 3 specific pieces of REMTech.
We can do that.
You rock. Pock and Zap think so too. So far, I've located the first piece. It's back on Eos. I'll upload the coordinates.
Well, isn't that convenient? Okay, and I also have email. That is good to have. I've said Pock is the first thing I've made that I don't get tired of, and that's saying a ton, believe me. Told Lehman PB and Lexi a children's story that mothers used to tell us when we were small, or listen to time before the scourge. She said to write it down so it can be added to the cultural center of the Nexus. Long ago, there was a child who was very stubborn and who wouldn't listen to any wisdom, not from her father nor her many mothers. One day, seeking adventure, she took aboard a spaceship with an unknown destination. The child was brave to seek adventure. However, she ended up getting spaced with a load of garbage. Deservedly, She froze in the cold vacuum of space and died. The end. I don't know why the crew enjoyed it. It's a terrible story meant to scare youngsters into obedience. It's a novelty for your people. If so, how do humans keep your children from hurting themselves? Well, absolutely. If I've already got... That's the thing. I've said it before. PB is kind of my favorite crew member. She's just doggedly hilarious. So I'm saving her loyalty mission for the end. It's going to be like the capstone. Wait, what? Didn't you just say that you'd gotten a... Maybe he just attached it in the email and I missed it. That's entirely possible. I mean, at this point, mission, I'd pretty much say foe. Really? I read it, but I didn't press the acknowledge button, and therefore the, you know, vid is mysteriously not available in the vid room. I'm sorry, you can't watch something until you told me that you've seen the email. Seeing the email isn't enough.
Jarl, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message.
Jarl Amadarav, you always were a short-sighted fool. Helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
I didn't mean to make my enemies yours.
He said similar things before. When we were students, the Moshai paired us together.
Interesting.
We've never gotten along.
I'm still learning about Angara, but that sounded more personal than a childhood rivalry.
He's too smart to attack me directly. Aksul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
So he's trying to trick us into making a mistake. Wait, that's it? Really? I was hoping that would be something really interesting, but no, I'm still back on hold again. Dang it. Regardless, though, I will see you next time for presumably PB's mission, unless something unlocks real quick. I will go ahead and get the Remtech before the next episode, because I have a feeling that you get the 3 of them and then you unlock her mission. And that would, you know, that's just not interesting. This episode was interesting. There was a lot of cool stuff going on. Regardless, I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in.